But yeah, I do like the matches that you came up with, and then you know what, and that also goes back to my wrestling series. Now, and again, I'm trying to make it so I'm not talking too much about myself, but
Well, that's
since
fine.
yeah, only the only the guest can do that. But in that sense, ever since I started my eFed, there have been a number of characters that have come and gone, and of the characters that I started with that are still there include the likes of the Mario Brothers. Any thoughts on the
It's a
Mario?
me, Mario.
Any thoughts on the Mario Brothers as characters? Just the fact that that they're there and that you expect them to be a top draw because come on, they're the Mario Brothers, damn it.
Who doesn't know the Mario Brothers?
Exactly, who does not know about them? In fact, Mario and Luigi, you don't even need to do much, to build them up. They're already made.
Yep.
They're already made. Like I don't have to push them. Like I can make them world champion. I mean, they can easily be a mid carder as they can be a main eventer.
Yep.
And the fact that their characters are so versatile, it's like you could just make him do something and he would just kill it. They would just kill it. Like you can make Mario a bad guy and he would still kill it.
He would, but that wouldn't seem right. But he does have like a million different jobs in his career.
How many? What does that make for Luigi?
He has almost as many, maybe not quite, but he's been with Mario for quite a few of them. Racing cars and just recently, I guess the Dr. Mario. I guess there's Luigi has gotten into that in the last year or two. Of course, Luigi's done the ghost hunting.
Yeah, definitely. I just you know yeah, you practically. All right, I'm gonna try not to say that, but yes, you hit it on the head again. I just said it again. Shit. But and then there's like other characters I used to have included Darth Vader.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, I
I
mean,
just thought of a meme I seen on Facebook. You might be cool, but you'll never be awesome team plays whenever you enter the room. Cool,
yes.
and it has a picture of Darth Vader, of course.
Oh my God, yes, yes. I mean,
How cool would
it's.
that be to be able to just like walk into a room and just have an awesome team play?
I really wish I could do that, but sadly I can't. I cannot. Or every time you step in a room, you'd be like, dun, dun, dun. What makes a man? Is it the power in his hand?
Oh yeah, my theme from one of the older games that I used.
In his quest for glory.
What makes a man? Is it the power in his hands? In his quest for glory? Or is it the way he fights every day?
Oh my
So you
gosh.
can know his story.
Oh my god. In fact, at one point I was tempted to do what is it, what is it called? Freestyle it.
Hmm.
And instead of saying I am a man, I would be like, I am a Jew. Jewy, Jewy, Jew. I am a Jew. Well, because, my name is TehJew22, by the way. But I just wanted to do something weird like that, but I never did it. I just thought, no, maybe that's a bit too racist. I just like, nah, forget that. But, I mean, other characters I used to have, like Justin Bieber, come on. Everybody hates him.
You wanted to see him get beat up every time.
Exactly. And then I also had Michael Richards. You might remember him as Kramer.
Vaguely, yeah.
But you also remember the Laugh Factory incident.
The what?
The Laugh Factory incident, which would be where he was responding to some hecklers, most of which were African American, and he said some racist stuff.
Oh, yeah, vaguely remember something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was this particular part of Michael Richards or Kramer was not so original to the point where I was like, you know what? Someone already came up with the idea of making Kramer a racist, white supremacist, more specifically.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought, you know what? That would, it's a great heel gimmick. Although I kind of, de-emphasized it and just took him out altogether. I just thought, if I kept this up, there might be people that might actually hate me for it. So I was like, I'll just drop that part.
Yeah.
And let's see, other people I used to have. Well, I guess that's practically it. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Then there's also like other Nintendo characters like Sonic, Pikachu, and Link.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Any thoughts on those characters?
I like them. But of course, with like my XCW, I like getting sometimes the non-real characters because it adds a unique mix into things.
Yeah, I also like that too.
Of course, I think don't you actually make like all yours? Because I don't think you have community creations, or do you?
No, in fact, in the Wii games or the Wii versions of the games I have, you couldn't even do community creations. In fact, you have to make your own characters from scratch. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
so you do a pretty good job with them. Even though some of them, of course, they may not look like the character, but they're like humanized forms of the character. Like if their spirit was in a human form.
sort of like Sonic, for instance. Like he does not look like a hedgehog, but he's just like you said, he's humanized. I just I gave him the attire that I gave him just because it would match more or less what he might look like as a human.
Uh-huh.
And the same thing with Pikachu, although in his case I just simply colored him yellow because, well, he's yellow.
And went with the darker stripes because he kind of has a little bit of that. It works. And you gave him the little ears, little headset thing on the with the ears.
Yeah, just to give him ears. I wanted to give him some ears. And then, oh my god, other characters. Now, oh yeah, some of the characters you used to have, you had Justin Bieber and you had Barack Obama. Like, you would just incorporate different characters from different games or even just celebrities all together into your fed.
Yeah, pretty much just non wrestlers. Although I do, and I get mine from community creation because I'm horrible. Other than my own, because obviously it's easy to make your own guy because you just look at it and you go, "Oh, I like how that looks."
Well, of course, anybody can make their own guy.
But making a character in a game based on a celebrity or another, I am just absolutely horrible at it. I couldn't get colors right, I couldn't get designs right, so I get on community creations and I just download them when I see one I like. Sometimes I'll look for ones. And like, for example, I don't have Mario and Luigi yet for 2K16. I might have to look for them.
Yes.
But if I find them, I try to be sure that if they're kind of a tandem, like they are, that I get them from the same creator. That way they'll both have the very similar look to each other. Because some people have the ability to make them kind of cartoony looking. Some have them looking more realistic like.
Yes. Mine's a little bit more realistic like. Maybe not too much, but just enough, to where they match because they're the Mario Brothers. But I get you on that.
In 2K15 on 360, man, I found some, and you've seen these. There was one creator especially. He made some that looked freaking amazing. There was like Yoshi.
Oh yes, I remember Yoshi.
He didn't look like a straight up dinosaur, obviously, because he's got human form. But the way he was colored and the way he did the face, it was Yoshi.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Donkey Kong?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my god, whoever did that, I'm like, how did he do that? That was freaking amazing. And he did several. He had Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and it was Funky Kong was in there.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh my God, so amazing! I think I had a Sonic from him too, even.
Yeah, and a shadow.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever put Knuckles or Tails in there yet.
No, I didn't see. I don't think I looked for those, but and this creator didn't have them. But man, some people are so good at that stuff. I'm just like, ah, I'm bad at anything artistic. You might those listening to this chat and probably being bored to death with me, but I have a creative mind. I have a certain creativity. It just doesn't come out in an artistic form. I'll tell you a story from grade school that gives you a perfect example. It in sixth grade, I'll never forget this because, and you'll hear why. You'll hear the final statement I make. We had a project in art class. It was called doodle art. You had your sheet of paper, your 8.5 by 11 blank sheet of paper, and the project was basically you filled the paper with your doodle art.
Yes.
I got a C on it. Is that kind of like getting your opinion wrong? It was my doodle art. How can you grade a person's doodle art?
Wow. I take it you must have felt really, really bad about it. Or actually, that might have been an understatement.
Well, maybe not so much at the time, but I mean, it's just that's how bad I am at art. I mean, I am bad at art. The only thing my art is good for is playing Pictionary. Because it doesn't look anything like it, but somehow I'm able to get you to say what I want you to, and then you look at the drawing and go, "How in the hell did you get that from that?" And it's the same way with creating characters in games. It's like I don't have a creative ability that goes that direction, and I'm jealous of anyone that does.
Oh, does that mean you're jealous of... Nah, just kidding.
In that regard, yeah, not in a bad way, but I'm just like, I can't freaking do that.
Well, you know what? I hope at some point you do it, but
You said doo-doo.
You had to do it. It's okay.
We're getting goofy.
Yes, we are.
That's just my nature. I don't know if I've been sounding serious or whatever through most of this, but I'm just a big kid, and I think TehJew22 is real similar.
Yeah, in a sense, in a sense. And then let's see. Oh yeah, other characters like especially like whether it's from Doom or from all the other uh, all the other characters I've yet to mention. Like there's this one that comes off as a false prophet, and he's loosely based on Harold Camping, if you remember from 2011, that he predicted that the world would end in 2011, which it never did. I was like, I kind of took that concept and I was like, you know what? There aren't very many characters that are like that, but he is in a sense a false prophet, and I just decided, you know what? Why not just go the whole 9 yards and just make him an evil false prophet? I mean, because we've had some false prophets that have been quote sincere and been sincerely wrong, but we've never had someone that just took it all the way to act more like a Godfather figure. And okay, gonna have to hang up there. But yeah, I just decided to go the whole 9 yards, and then we also had Joseph Kony, and you know where he's from.